The next technique is the search. Add a button called search. Input a particular test mark. So we have to ask the user to enter test mark. Find and output which student and which test this mark. Output which student and which test this mark where the student was found. Okay, so I don't think that question is very clear, but effectively what it's asking for is you're going to ask the user to enter a mark. Okay, ask the user to enter a mark. Let's say they enter 70. So you need to search. You need to search through your array and tell me where 70 was found. Who had 70? Tell me who had 70. And you're then going to tell me in this instance that it was student 1 and test 5. Here you're going to tell me it is student 3 and test 3. And here you're going to tell me it is student 4 and test 1. So it's a typical search. And if it is not found, then output an appropriate message. So you should be thinking Boolean variable. It's a search. We use the Boolean variable flag or whatever you want to call it for that matter. You set it to false, and when you find it, you change it to true. So this is the search, right? Let me do this again. That, and let's take it in. Now I can annotate on this. Right, so here it is. Here's my input. Ask the user to enter the mark. Setting flag to false. That's my Boolean variable, set flag to false. Here's your nested loop, right? There's a lot of code and it's not indented so nicely. But there's your begin and your end. And then here's your C loop. Begin and end. And then this is your if statement, begin and end. So what I need you to understand is this part is not inside of the loop. This loop finishes. And when the loop finishes, then only we check if flag equals false at the end, at the very end. If flag remained false, we set it to false. If it remained false, that means the mark was not found. Because when the mark is found here, when the mark is found, I change flag to true. Okay, so it's a simple technique, something that we've done. Run your nested loop. Check if the array RC is equal to the mark. If it's equal to the mark, change flag to true and output. Output C, which tells you which test, and output R, which tells you which student. And when you come out of the loop, check if flag remained false. And if it remained false, display a message to say it was not found. Okay. I could do a quick run. And we are doing the search. Well, let's first input, output. So let's say I'm looking, I can see 3 11s. So I'm searching for an 11. I'm looking for an 11, click on OK. Mark was found by student 3 in test 3. So student 3, test 3, there it is, it's an 11. Student 4, test 1, there we are. And student 4, test 3. Student 4, test 3 is also an 11. So that is